So I'd love to know what you have a lockdown learned, whether you've been following YouTube tutorials, doing training online, or maybe just learning something new from someone you live with. Lucy Parkin's on the line, and she's been working on something really quite impressive. Morning, Lucy.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thanks for asking. How has lockdowns 1, 2 and 3, how have they been for you, Lucy?
Well, they've been challenging, but luckily I live with my daughter and my fiancé, so I haven't been alone.
That's good. And you thought, didn't you, at the start of lockdown, you were furloughed and you thought, I'm going to do something here. Tell us what you decided to do.
Yes, I decided I needed a lockdown project to keep my spirits up, so I started to learn guitar. I'd always been interested in music and I already played the piano, but I really wanted to give guitar a go, so I started some...
No, go on.
So I started some online lessons from James Rundle Guitar in South Shield.
So you were musical. If you can play the piano, that's a decent start, isn't it? But obviously playing the guitar is very different from the piano. So how did it go?
Oh, it was very different, very, very different. Once I had a few chords under my belt, I got rather excited. So I started to look for some like-minded people online to jam with. And I came across a great guy, Bino.
Oh, I know Bino.
Yeah, he says hi, by the way.
Oh, brilliant. From Arty Projects in Durham.
Yes, that's right. The mental health charity who offers emotional support.
Mm. So yes, you started jamming with them then, did you?
I did. Well, they had their website, rtprojects.org.uk, also runs some Zoom sessions on a platform called Sounds Good. Mm-hmm. So I started to do some songwriting workshops for them. And then from that, I started to perform live every Thursday night on their Sounds Good platform.
Wow, that's brilliant, Lucy. So not only have you learned the guitar, you've started to do a bit of songwriting and you're performing as well. I mean, was this something you'd always wanted to do?
Not really, no. It just came out of the blue, but I'm so excited. And now my creative door's been opened, I don't think it'll ever shut.
I love it. Because actually, since you started this guitar journey, how many songs have you written?
I've got 16 songs written now.
16 songs. And I've got a little clip of one of them here. This is Best Friends Forever. Let's have a listen to that.
I miss you, baby. I hear you, maybe. I need you near me to kiss you dearly.
That's a really special song for you as well, isn't it, Lucy?
It is. I wrote it during the lockdown because sadly I lost my 2 Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, Chester and Bailey. So that song is dedicated to them, and everyone who plays it has a little cry because so many people have lost loved ones.
Absolutely. Do you think this is something you would have done without lockdown? Do you think you'd ever have got round to this, Lucy?
No, I don't think I would have, because it's just taken up so much of my time, but I've loved it.
Have you? And so, I mean, you're obviously a performer now.
Well, we'll see. I've got some training coming up in recording and mixing that I'm doing at home, so hopefully I'll get something mixed and put up on a website that I'm going to put up.
What do your fiancé and daughter think about this new talent?
Oh, they said to be careful my head doesn't get too big.
Well, you know, you've got to keep your feet on the ground, haven't you? But 16 songs later, this is not a bad journey you're on. Any other apps? So you've said you're going to start learning how to mix and stuff like that. Come on, what does the future hold, Lucy?
Well, I'm going to try and release a single and see how that goes and put it online for download. And then you just never know what happens after that. I'll just keep going.
We will watch out for more. That name in lights, Lucy Parkin. Absolutely. Good for you, Lucy. I think that's absolutely fantastic, because people might think, oh, well, I'd love to do this, but actually getting around to it and doing it is a different thing entirely, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yes. But if you're dedicated, you know you can do anything you put your mind to.
And would you say this has helped you through lockdown then?
Oh, absolutely, yes. It's just given me something to focus on and just made my life interesting.
Oh, fantastic. And you've had a bit of one of your songs played on BBC Radio Newcastle as well.
I know, who would have thought?
Well, listen, we will keep an eye on you and we'll see how things progress. Thanks so much, Lucy. Real pleasure to talk to you this morning.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You're welcome. There you go. So Lucy there.